Goose Gang action. Action. I don't know. Gotta have this. Okay. I think that works. Just doing my nails. What is up? What is up, Garza? Just doing my nails. We got DBT group in a little bit. I'm just kind of mentally preparing to talk about my problems. Tell a bunch of strangers how my week was. I didn't do anything this week. So I'm gonna have to like really fluff up a story here for them. I don't know. I love being in the groups, but man, when it's my turn to tell about my week, I'm like, I feel like I forget everything about my life. Like whenever someone asks me a question about my life, I'm like, I don't know. But that's false because I do know. Anyway, that's life for you. Yo, I got my car repoed the other day because, you know, can't pay the bills if you don't work. And I'm gonna go pick up my possessions tomorrow. My possessions. I literally left like my wallet in there, some of my shoes, my hiking backpack, like medicine, like bags, like literally my wallet and everything. I think I said that. So yep, gotta go pick up that tomorrow. So fun. What happened? How does repo work? So yeah, I was leasing a car that I've been leasing for, it was 2 years. And when I became disabled in December, I haven't been able to work since then. And I could go into the whole story of it because it is a financial lesson in life to always get everything in contract. And I definitely should have known to do that since I work with contracting, but that's beside the point. Yeah, so I was leasing a car and couldn't keep up with the payments, and I literally woke up one morning and my car was just gone, like out of my, like I literally woke up and I walked downstairs and the first thing that, I'm like half awake, the first thing that I hear is like, my dad's like, "Where's your car?" And I'm like, "Oh, I knew this one was coming." It's okay. Life happens, and I really feel like I'm just in a season of Job. And then I was reading online about, I wrote it down in my journal. Look, I have this new journal my aunt gave me. It says, "Let that shit go." And I have like, these are my notes from and then I wrote here, so I was online reading, some people go through cycles of like near death experiences, and then like more of an ego death, and then it goes into a dark night of the soul, and then more of a spiritual awakening. And I feel like I went through like a dark night of a soul where I'm like, I feel like so many things were ripped away from me, and I knew it was God and God's hand. A, because I got a forewarning, and B, because I just know the nature of God and that he would never leave me. But I've also felt so far because I've had these crazy things happen where I'm like, Lord, why me? Like, what is going on right now? And it's funny because every time that I've asked him, like, where are you? Are you there? He's right there. He's shown me in some way. And yep. And it's really just, it's so comforting because in the mayhem of what's happening in my life, I know that everything is working out in the good way, in for favor. And so it's like, I'm like, okay, cool. So it really didn't even bother me. And I was so proud of myself because if this had happened months ago, I would have reacted so much differently than I did that morning. Because that morning I was actually really relaxed and knowing it was the hand of God. And my parents went off and saying, like, well, you're gonna need a job to pay for things. And they went off on a tangent, basically yapping at me that I need money. And I'm like, I'm waiting for disability to come back in. I literally cannot work right now. I don't know what you want me to do. And I'm like, also, you guys said that you would pay the bill, but and then you didn't. And that's okay. Anyway, so that was their response. And a while ago, I would have blown the fuck up. I would have gotten so defensive of myself emotionally, like you, like visibly protective of myself, verbally protective of myself. And this time around, I just let them say their piece. And I looked at them and I was like, well, first of all, I was like, this is none of your business. I was like, second of all, what we're going to do is we're going to pray about it. And after that, I just felt such a peace over the situation. Like, it is okay. And this isn't happening because maybe I did something wrong and I'm getting like a slap on the hand. Like, that's not what's happening here. I think that what's happening time and time again in my life is that God is using this and saying, like, you're going through things, but don't be scared because those things really aren't that bad. And it's actually putting you through a journey that's intentionally crafting you and letting you learn. I mean, if I didn't go through these crazy things, I would never know how to navigate life, how to talk to certain people. I wouldn't have the head I do. And it makes me happy because for so many years I felt so foggy and out of touch. And finally I feel back in touch with myself. So yeah, God is so good. And he really does, like, you think it's the misery in the situation. You get so mad at that, but there's no need to get mad at that. The misery in the situation is, there's the beauty in that. You don't see the beauty in it. You might see the misery because the enemy's probably attacking you, probably only letting, not only letting you see the misery, but he's really honing in on the misery with you, right? But you got to fight back and say, I'm gonna be happy, right? Because you can choose. Like, you could choose how you react about things. What I've learned is that your emotions are you're not that they're fake, but they're information, maybe based on things that you've experienced in your past. And so you could take those emotions and gain information and then work through each situation at hand, knowing what's happened before, but knowing now that those two situations are not the same thing. So, oh, wow, I didn't even need to go off on that tangent. I actually was just going to sit here and like start doing my nails, but yeah, then I started talking, and that's just how God works. I also didn't want to read scripture today. I looked at my Bible many times and I'm like, I just don't feel like reading. I don't feel like putting in the energy. I don't feel like it. And then I remembered I read so many things lately and it's like, no, because that first day you say, I just don't feel like it, and you give yourself a pass. Then it's 2 days, then it's 3 days. And it's like, you have to choose to make good choices for yourself, because once you start letting your life slide, like, you're not taking yourself seriously, and are letting, you're literally allowing yourself to be in such a hole. So I don't know. I never really understood that until recently. Crazy stuff. Oh, so yeah, I was reading scripture today, and as soon as I opened it again, I looked at the page and I was like, I don't really feel like reading this part. I was like, it's the middle of a book. I was like, it's the second chapter. Well, it was only the second chapter, but I was like, whatever. And then I looked at the title again. I was like, okay, I guess maybe I could try it. And then I was like, well, I was like, clearly that this is kind of leading up to, I was like, I should just read the passage. Should I choose to do something that I knew was right and wanted to, or listen to my initial reaction? Which actually I want to talk about. I believe it was back in Matthew, and it's the parables of Oh, goodness. It's one of the parables. Oh, I'm trying to think about what the message was now so I can compare it. Oh, of wanting to do something and, oh, not wanting to make the right choice. So there was some parable and, well, okay, we're gonna find it. Oh my goodness. Guys, listen, I love you guys and we all love Jesus. Um, let's go to Matthew. Some things just clicked. Did you guys see that? Oh. Okay, so the parable of the two sons. So it's Matthew chapter 21, verse 28, parable of the two sons. And it reads, what do you think? There was a man who had two sons. He went to the first and said, Son, go work today in the vineyard. I will not, he answered. But later he changed his mind and he went. Then the father went to the other son and said the same thing. And he answered, I will, sir. But he did not go. And the question now stands, which that's me paraphrasing, the question now stands, quote, verse 31, sorry, I am, I'm a rule follower. I like things in order. Which of the two did what the father asked? The first, they answered. And Jesus said to them, truly, I tell you, the tax collectors and the prostitutes are entering the kingdom of God ahead of you. For John came to you to show you the way of righteousness. You did not believe him, but the tax collectors and the prostitutes did. And even after you saw this, you did not repent and believe them. So that's the parable of the two sons. I sometimes read this stuff and I'm like, oh my God, we're talking about prostitutes. We're talking about prostitutes right now. But think about it. Which one of the two sons did what the father asked? The one who maybe at first he was like, I'm not going to, but then he decided to. Because I think at the end of the day, it's like we have initial reactions, we have to think about it, and then we make the decision. And it's about the decision we make. The first one said, yes, I'll go. He knew that was the right thing to do, but then he chose not to do the right thing. And that's something that I think about. Even if I want to or don't want to, or how I'm feeling about it, or how I initially respond to it, I have to think about each action as doing the right thing, even if I don't want to, but because it's good for me. So that was fun. Now I'm gonna start filing my nails because I really want to do that. And I have group in a little bit, so I kind of just wanna, stay chill. 9 votes. Is it hot as balls where you are too? 78% yes. 22% no. If you said no, where are you from? We have like a really bad heat wave out here. All right, guys. I don't know if this is ever weird. Is this so weird? Can you guys hear the bugs? Oh, it just bothers me. You see how they get so loud and they get so quiet? You know what I have noticed since listening to, can you hear my mom? I tell her all the time, like, Mom, shut the fuck up. I live in the woods, like literally in the woods. And like we have bears and turkeys and coyotes and owls and all the good stuff. And I have noticed times that the forest gets like eerily quiet. Like all of a sudden, like it will get really quiet and the energy will change. I don't know. And then there's a verse, I think it's in Job, where it says like, if you listen to the animals, like they will teach you. If you listen to the trees and the grounds, like it will teach you. So I've tried that. And I also woke up the other morning and was like, you know what? Fuck it. The hippie life is it. So that's just, little look-sies. How are you guys doing? What's up with y'all? What are you guys up to today? Does anyone want to do like DBT, like skills, like DBT stuff? Guys, I don't mind hopping on here and doing DBT stuff with y'all. And if you don't know what DBT is, Matt's on PTSD. The enemy hates me, and I hate him too. Well, show him love. But at the end of the day, I'm like, you are fucking annoying. I'm like, you get a life. You know what I mean? I swear they do. It goes 1 yard, and then they say they have a group chat. They must have a group chat, and they say, "All right, I'm done with my yard. It's your turn." And I think they go counterclockwise because it's routine. It goes once one guy stops mowing, the next yard over starts, and they don't all have the same like lawn company. So I know that that's not the case. I know some of them do it on their own. I know some of them have people come out, but like people are always mowing their lawn. I'm like, guys, it's okay. It's okay if you have a little grass. It's okay. Go walk in it. It's okay. Put your feet in it. It'll be okay. Najla. Thank you. Guys, my mom is brutal. My mom is fucking brutal. And I told her the other day, I was like, oh, I'm gonna shave my head again tonight because like I was like, it's starting to get uncomfortable again, so I'm just gonna shave it. And if you don't know, I have sebderm, and it just like, yeah, go look it up. It's just not fun. And I shave my head because it's way more comfortable. And I tell her this, and she's like, oh, I like how it's growing out. I'm like, Mom, that's not the point. The point is that it's really fucking uncomfortable. It feels like I have bleach on my head. So of course I'm gonna keep it cut. And she's like, oh, if you want. And I'm like, it doesn't. I was like, that's kind of not your place. But is anyone else's parents like that? No. You know what? I'm so happy I'm ambidextrous because I don't know how else I would have gotten these so like straight on. You know, I'm gonna tell you guys, a lot of y'all are lacking sleep and you don't know it. Because once you start actually sleeping and waking up in the morning without, now I understand what that noise was. Waking up in the morning without like, okay, first of all, alarm clocks cue up. But like literally waking up in the morning and feeling refreshed, like waking up and the first thing you're like, oh, I'm ready to get out of bed. Like literally you spring out of bed. That has been me lately. And I feel like it's because I love sleeping. That is a sound that is really bothering me right now. I get overwhelmed by sounds really easily. Ever since I used to love loud sounds, and sounds was something I felt a lot of comfort in. Like it never really bothered me. I love loud music. I used to do competitive cheerleading. It never bothered me. And then it was after I broke my neck that a certain pitch became like a trigger for me, and it was like a high pitch, like a crowd cheering type ordeal. So when I broke my neck, I was at University of Rhode Island, and down at the Ryan Center, I was in the loading dock warming up, and there were people out, on the court and in the arena and all around us too, and people back and forth in the hallways, and like all the fans and all of the patrol, and like you have all the people come in through the loading dock when they have to like, not like when they come in the back way, they come in through that. And if you don't know what the loading dock is, it's basically like a garage type thing where they can load stuff in, but it's also where us cheerleaders would warm up. And yeah, we had mats. Oh, we had to literally, oh my God, that's right. We had to literally hand roll the mats from one side of the building, from Keeney, all the way over to the Ryan Center. And that shit was crazy. And they would shock you. Oh my God, that's why I forgot about all that stuff. Anyway, stop sweating. Dude, I can't stop sweating. It's so hot. Damn, yeah, I don't really know where I was going with that. Oh, so yeah, so that's why sounds bother me, because, wow, look at my brain's getting better. That's why sounds bothered me, I think, because when that happened, that specifically became such a trigger. Anyway, shut up for a little bit. I always tried to filter myself, but now I'm learning not to, because sometimes I use words that can be taken like in a different context, but I don't mean them in that way. I kind of just, that's just the word that literally comes to my head. And so I don't really feel bad about it, but I always second guess myself, because I think about how it can come off to other people. And while that's, important to think about what your actions are, I think that then comes down to a point of like self-doubting yourself so much that you don't like do anything. And I don't know if anyone else has ever dealt with that. Like, literally, stop swearing. Shut up. Oh God, I love you now. If you've ever gotten to a point of like self-doubting, it just gets to be like you stop doing everything, man. And it's like it's like I'm so glad that we canceled the word like. That was the best thing that ever happened in 2016. I saw that people are now making 2016 a trend, and you don't know how like old I feel. Cause okay, I think I just got over feeling like I was in 2008, like a few years ago, which is crazy because I was only like 8 at the time. Childhood really sticks with you. But like, how come we didn't really even go back into 2012? Like, Coney 2012, Harambe, like 2012 was a year. Anyway, what else happened in 2012? I feel like something else happened that year. What time is it? 1:12. Oh my God, it's already 1:12? Bro. I have to leave in literally like 15 minutes. That's crazy. I'm not gonna lie, guys, it's just so hot. And the parking there is really tricky, so maybe if I leave early, I can make myself a little drinky drink. See, here's the thing, as I love telling you guys my problems. I love this. G.I. Jane, you know what? Yeah, I kind of like that. Maybe I could go a little like, do that vibe for a little bit. You know what I mean? Go have like a little phase. Should I have like a GI phase? Here's the thing. That wouldn't be a bad idea if all of a sudden I let myself get fixated on. See, it's a slippery slope, because if I can get fixated on working out, two things. A, I could start doing it in an unhealthy way and more so idolize it and slip more into like, I have dealt with an eating disorder in the past. I still kind of like work through it. So that's a slippery slope that I'm aware of. But also just like, I used to work out in general so much, and I had a huge ego because I wanted to be something. And I guess it's okay, because I guess it's okay trying these things because I'm aware of it. But yeah, there's definitely a little hesitation in me to like go back into like the whole working out thing. For a while, I just couldn't do it because it hurt my neck, but lately I've been feeling like less sore after I do crazy things. So, and by crazy things I mean like go run out to like a playground or something and use all of like the obstacles like the kids do. Anyway. I just want to finish filing these before I go. Guys, I've been kind of bored lately. I don't know, not that I need a break, but I almost feel like nothing is like exciting and I need something new to be excited about. Do you guys want to hear the Star Spangled Banner? Or like one of the patriotic songs? Or the, yeah, I think it's the Star Spangled Banner. Oh no, it's our national anthem. You guys want to hear the American national anthem? I can sing it for you if you want to hear the American national anthem. Ready? Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail as the twilight's streaming? The bombs bursting in flames gave proof to the night. Sorry, that was really flat. That our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave. How do you guys think that was? I know I forgot the words in the beginning, but I think going acoustic was the best choice for that edition, for that rendition. I don't know, guys. I kind of just want to listen to Fergie. Like, I am so in like a Fergie Britney era. When am I not? I'm just gonna be real with y'all. When am I not? You guys are gonna hate me for this one. I love the Kardashians because they are very good at their public relations. Oh, here comes Jodesters. Here she comes. What's up, J Diddy? Oh, you're not J Diddy anymore.
Everywhere's hot, and I have to do another, like, it's so hot upstairs.
Yeah.
I don't know where to go to do my next 3 meetings.
Well, you could sit on here with my friends on YouTube Live if you want.
Sorry. No, I'll be talking for now.
J Diddy doesn't want to join us. I'm leaving soon anyway. I have to leave in 10 minutes.
All right, then maybe I'll do it down here. You're leaving at 1:30?
I'm at the very, very latest. I'm not going to say I'm leaving at 1:30 because then we leave at 1:40.
Okay.
I'm leaving ASAP, Rocky.
Okay, all right. Then maybe I'll come down here while you're gone.
I mean, I don't have cooties.
No, but I didn't want to loud for you, that's why.
Oh, I see. Yeah, no, you're fine. Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh, it's totally fine. There's a whole bunch of like lawnmowers and stuff out today, so it's just a loud day.
Why are they mowing in the heat?
No, they go in like circles. Like one stops, the next
Oh.
goes. That's what they always do every time. There's never two at once.
That's funny.
Yeah, it's great. That's my mom. Wow, guys, yeah, time really does fly. Alright, I'm on to the last one here. Jeez Louise. I have a hummingbird that comes and says hi every day, and he's so cute. He comes and lets me know when they need new water. He's a good bird. Another random fact that I have for you guys is that there is a mascot. I don't know what school he goes to, but it's in the A10s, and he has a full ride just to be a mascot and to constantly move whenever he's in the suit. So he literally will stand there during games and go flap one wing, flap the other wing, and then flap both wings, and he'll just keep repeating that for like 3 hours straight. I'm like, dude, you gotta flap your wings the whole time. Like, you can't just like stomp your feet. So yeah, hey, what's up? So yeah, this guy gets a literal full ride for doing that at sporting games. I think it's pretty crazy. At sporting events. At collegiate events, more collegiate. I don't know. Guys, I'm leaving pretty soon. I can't believe it. I only have 9 minutes. I gotta get going. Cause you know what's gonna happen? I'm gonna leave and then I'm gonna get stuck behind the world's slowest driver. All right, guys. Well, that's how you lose a few brain cells in a few hours. That was pretty fun. So I am actually gonna leave now because I'm gonna be really late. So yeah, thank you for joining and I love you. Bye.